Today, we dive into the fascinating history of Justus, the fourth Archbishop of Canterbury, who played a crucial role in the Christianization of England. Let's start from his arrival. How did Justus end up in England, and what was his initial role?
Justus was actually part of the second group of missionaries sent by Pope Gregory the Great in 601. They were tasked with aiding Augustine of Canterbury's mission to convert the Anglo-Saxons from paganism to Christianity. When Justus arrived, he brought essential items for worship and church ministry, including books, which underscores the importance they placed on education and proper liturgical practice.
It seems like the resources and books Justus brought were pivotal. Do any of those artifacts still exist today?
There is some speculation that the St. Augustine Gospels, currently held at Corpus Christi College in Cambridge, may have been among the items Justus brought. This manuscript is significant as it connects us directly to the early days of the Christian Church in Britain.
Justus was consecrated as Bishop of Rochester in 604. What can you tell us about his time there?
Rochester was strategically chosen, probably because it was a fortified town and crucial in the politics of Kent. Justus's position as bishop allowed him to establish a church that matched the Roman practices. His role was not just religious, but also diplomatic, helping consolidate Christianity in the area.
Clearly, his influence was growing, but he faced challenges, especially after Æthelberht's death. What happened then?
After King Æthelberht passed away in 616, there was significant pagan backlash, which forced Justus to flee to Gaul. It's believed that he sought Frank's support to reclaim his bishopric. Eventually, the political landscape shifted, allowing Justus to return to Rochester and continue his work.
And later in 624, Justus became Archbishop of Canterbury. What were some of his significant achievements in that role?
As Archbishop, Justus was instrumental in expanding the mission north, consecrating Paulinus as bishop. Paulinus then accompanied Princess Æthelberht to Northumbria, which furthered the mission's reach. Justus's leadership was vital in establishing a strong ecclesiastical structure throughout England.
It's interesting how political and religious goals intertwined back then. How did Justus's efforts impact the regional powers, such as in Northumbria?
Justus's efforts were pivotal in strengthening ties between Kent and other regions, facilitating the spread of Christianity. By supporting royal familial ties, like Æthelberg's marriage, he bolstered Christianity's status within the higher ranks of society, ensuring its growth and integration into local governance.
He lived in a time of great change and adaptation. What legacy did Justus leave after his death, and how is he remembered today?
Justus passed away sometime between 627 and 631, and was revered as a saint thereafter. His remains were moved to a shrine at St. Augustine's Abbey in the 1090s, a testimony to his lasting influence on the English Church. His feast day on November 10th commemorates his contributions and helps us remember his role in the Roman Church's early days in England.
The strategic and religious impact Justus had is indeed remarkable. Before we wrap up, why is it important for us today to remember figures like Justus?
Understanding figures like Justus allows us to appreciate the efforts and complexities behind the establishment of Christianity in a new era and culture. It shows how religion, diplomacy, and politics often intersect, providing a foundation for modern structures and ongoing interfaith dialogues.
Thanks for sharing these insights. Justus's story indeed offers a window into a transformative period in history.